Hi, thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. My name is Mejah. I work with everything that has to do with energy work, mindset, manifestation, mindfulness, and spiritual entrepreneurship. All right, and healing as well. I'm a Reiki master as well, and a teacher. So, I've had I was going to do another video, to be honest, but then Spirit was like, no, now is the time to talk about all these karmic relationships that we have been releasing in the past, especially during the past few months, and currently are still releasing, but also like during the past like 1 to 2 years. It's been like a continuous release of soul contracts that are no longer valid. They're gone past their due date. And the reason why so many are released at this very moment, the beginning of this year, maybe end of 2023 as well, is because they were extremely beyond their due date, and they should have been released last year or the year before. Okay, and you've known this, you felt it in your heart. If you're very in tune with the spiritual realm and your higher self and your own physical body and your soul, and especially if you identify as a light worker, you've known that these contracts, these relationships, or even like work placement, like anything that you've done that you know, I'm not meant to be here anymore. Sometimes you've stayed, or a lot of the time, like if you've stayed past the due date, past when the niggling feelings started coming, where you're not aligned anymore, and you feel like you would kind of like to move on from work or relationships, even family, whatever it is. But then you've stayed due to lower vibrational emotions like fear, guilt, obligation, right? I've known this person for XYZ years, and we've gone through this and this together. It would be selfish of me to move forward. How do you break up with a friend? Like, I think that's the hardest thing, like breaking up with friends, like leaving friends behind that no longer match your energy and where you're going in life. And also family members, right? Anyone close to you. And relationships, especially if you have children together or you've been together for a long time, like you have house and everything that needs to be sorted if you decide to get out. But there has been this niggling feeling that like you have to get out. And now I feel like we're closing that out, like all those releases, right? We've done the work. And this is for you if you feel that you identify as a light worker, or you feel like you're here for something more. You're here for a bigger reason to help humanity in whatever way that is. This is the reason you had to, like, you went through all these karmic stages, right? These soul contracts, to go through things, to learn things, to even grow together and go through things together. It was predestined to be that way. See it as, if you do temporary work, you work on a project, like a company hires you for, okay, we need you to work on this project for 2 years. Let's say 2 years. And you sign a contract. After those 2 years that your contract is up and you're ready to move on to something else or someone else. But in this 3D realm, when it comes to personal relationships or, long-standing, contracts with no due date, like just a work relationship, right? Then it's so easy to just get stuck in it, and people expect you to stick around for like forever, right? A lot of people have such a hard time letting go and letting it be, and accepting the fact that it doesn't have to be a bigger reason than you're just not aligned anymore. You just see yourself going, like in relationships, like you're not growing together, you're growing apart. And to have that peace and acceptance that this is what it is, right? And I think a lot of these relationships that we have been letting go, talking it out or voicing your feelings or anything might not even help, because I think they're so attached to the dynamic of the relationship. They might even have been sucking your energy like from you. And maybe it has been a way for you to learn how to protect your energy and protect your vibration. If you've been feeling like drained around these people, or if you suddenly come up with like you're getting sick, you're getting different ailments or illnesses or diseases after you've been hanging around certain people, especially for an extended period of time, or you've been intimate with them, there are some cords that need to be cut. All right, so I would suggest that you're doing like at least once, do search on YouTube, do a guided meditation cord cutting Archangel Michael. That will help you a lot, and to really cut those energetic cords. What I like to do as well, that's been super effective lately, is that I meditate and I visualize myself like glowing with white light. My body, like my light body, is starting to glow like brighter and brighter and brighter, until these, it's almost like little worms, like, you know, that, like, what are they called? Those blood sucking things they used to put on in the past. You know, doctors used to put it on like leeches. Yeah, leeches, that's what it is. So that's like energy vampires too, right? Leeches. And it's almost like these leeches are like, or like little worms or snakes, like attached to your body to suck your light. And when that light starts really glowing and you feel it glowing, it's like almost like seeping out through your pores. And those black entities cannot hold on anymore. So it's like they let go. It's like you might visualizing and feeling that it's just like a release, and they're like just kind of like falling out into the ethers. So that has been very, very successful for me lately, even when it comes to physical ailments. So last year I spent a lot of time with two people who had a lot of injuries or physical things going on, and they couldn't work because of it, or, you know, for different reasons. And ever since I started hanging out with them, things started happening to me too. And it just got worse and worse during the time that we hung out. And then we didn't hang out anymore. And I still had these like ailments going on with my body, my physical things happening to me, which is like very similar to what happened to that person. So I'm like, that's kind of weird, right? And especially if you're highly sensitive to energy, you're an empath, you're a light worker, so it's so easy to get that. I was also very, very drained every time I hung out with this person. It's like exhaustion. So regardless if they mean to do this or not, it's just like the energies is just like one of sucking the energy out, and also transferring their things, and it gets stuck, right? So it's taken me a long time to like really release it and cut those cords, because they're like really like in there, like, you know. And that visualization, that meditation with like lighting up basically with the white light has really helped to detach that, and my body got better. So, you know, that kind of just proves it, right? So with that said as well, it's like super important just to protect your energy, like carry amethyst, black obsidian, black tourmaline, clear quartz, even any like crystals of protection, and visualize visualize a bubble of light protecting you every single day. Maybe fill it up like once a week, and call upon the archangels or any deities that you would like to work with that uses protection for you. Because at this point in time, when we've released so many, you know, soul contracts and karmic relationships and whatever, we've learned to protect our energy and to really identify things that drain us and move away from that. And for everyone who's cutting these relationships out in these situations, like even if it's a work situation that's really been taking everything from you, you're doing it so that you can progress into being everything that you need to be for humanity. All right? This is like a sole purpose work. It's not necessarily about like accolades or getting success. Like, you know, it's not about that. It's about what you came here to do and figuring out what that is, because you feel something. You feel that there's something more. Maybe you know like where you're going or have like an idea of it, or maybe you're just fairly new to like a spirit, like your first spiritual awakening, for example, because there's a lot of people waking up now and they need guidance as well. Like, you might be a seeker, you're not knowing, like you just kind of woke up to this world and feeling like all these things that don't resonate with you anymore are falling away. And trust me, you're gonna have several spiritual awakenings, several leveling ups, and every time you do, things will fall away. They're not like for you anymore. So if you are a seeker and you're like just waking up now, or you're just very new to it, make sure to subscribe to this channel, because I will be posting way more about this, because it is a time that this is so needed. And if you are one that have been in the game for a long time, like been aware of the energies, and that you are here to do a spiritual work, how can you help people right now? How can you put your experiences into teachings or guidance or mentoring? Are you going to use your words? Are you going to use creativity? Are you going to offer classes, coaching? You're going to maybe do tarot guidance? How can you hone in on your skills and your gifts and to help people with the experiences you've gone through? And for you to do all of this, you can't be having lingering karmic stuff going onwards. Like, you have to clear them all out. It's essential. Okay? Alright. Spider spirit. Make your dreams real. And it's coming up. Protection mode. Brown bear spirit. Take time out. And the last one. Armadillo spirit. Set healthy boundaries. Also in protection. And we have buffalo spirit. The abundant universe will provide. I will actually read to you all these ones. So let's start with the abundant universe will provide, right? Overall energy. All right. Buffalo spirit comes to you now to remind you of the amazing manifestation power of gratitude and the extraordinary potential available to you when you adopt a mindset of abundance. The ancient people of the Americas saw the buffalo as a symbol of abundance because the herds roamed far and wide and provided so many gifts: the meat, the hide, the bones. The tribes who hunted the buffalo used every bit of them, wasting nothing, appreciative of the abundance. So too, do you have many gifts available to you? Buffalo spirit appears to let you know that you're in a powerful time to manifest your desires. Not by force or pushing, but rather by following a natural path that rises up before you, trusting that there is always plenty to go around. Whether it be love, money, inspiration, or support, it's all there for you to claim. When you are grateful, you immediately align yourself with the truth that the world is rich and teeming with resources. There is always more than enough, and you are always enough. At this time, you can expect all your intentions and needs to come into form that is right for you. Your heartfelt gratitude is making you a magnet for miracles. Buffalo Spirit's message is to remember that you co-create your reality in partnership with Spirit. So offer up your thanks and your prayers even before you see conditions you desire. Not just for yourself, but for others too. Then you will quickly see the results in tangible ways. Gratitude has the magic to grow the good. So offer thanks and praise as you acknowledge all that you have and all that is possible. And then let's do Spider Spirit. Are you expecting your dreams to weave themselves into reality? Are you stuck in the sticky web of weaving dreams but never following through? The thread of intention isn't enough to make your dreams a reality unless you do your part in the weaving. Spider Spirit wants you to know that your plans will remain ephemeral unless you commit to being productive and industrious, for Spirit will not do it all for you. Magic needs to be instigated. So begin to make your dream a reality by taking action today. What are you willing to do? What are you willing to sacrifice? Can you release your limiting beliefs? Your dream is worthy of weaving. Today is a day to choose one small step towards your dream. Remember, Spirit is your weaving partner. You just have to be the first one. Bring the thread to the loom. Then continue to do your part. And then we do the brown bear spirit. And then we're going to tie it all in together. When you become so frazzled that you can't decide how to move forward, brown bear spirit arrives to remind you to let go of your impatience in getting to the answers and solving the problems that face you. Now is the time for rest and meditation. Take a break, let insights arise, and know that you have plenty of time to make plans. Brown bear spirit reminds you that sometimes the best and most effective action is non-action, allowing the situation around you to reveal itself to you so you can better understand it. Remember that what is yours will never be withheld from you, so you really can relax and wait until the right next action is revealed. Miracles come from out of nowhere, and yours will arrive on Great Spirit's timetable. And then let's do the armadillo spirit, and then we tie it all in together. This is a tricky time, as you may find yourself enmeshed with others, overly concerned with how they will take it if you say no or express how you feel. Do you feel anxious saying no to someone? So you capitulate, even knowing the outcome will not be in your best interest? Do you feel like it's your job to stop someone from facing their challenges? Instead, you might take on their responsibilities, rescuing them instead of giving them the freedom to learn the lessons their way. Perhaps you feel that if they only knew how much you cared, they would change, and then all would be well. Armadillo Spirit asks you to be honest with yourself and others, no matter how difficult that may be, or how much you fear losing someone or something. Face your fears, tell the truth, and set your boundaries. You will be amazed at the miracles that happen when you let Armadillo Spirit protect you from taking on too much, becoming a people pleaser, and losing your integrity. Another message of protection from Armadillo Spirit is to relax, live, and let live. If you or someone else is being defensive, you are called to step back and trust in Spirit's plan. So, so the boundaries, we already spoke about that, protecting your energy, right? It's super important. And I also feel like the people you have been surrounding yourself with, or the situation, if it's a work or people you've been surrounding yourself, they have not been contributing to the energy of you building your dreams. So your dreams and your aspirations might have stayed in the ethers, just in the planning mode all the time. And now is the time, like, you have to cut out like all of them if you haven't already done it. And it's something you know. It's like you already know. Like, at least distance yourself from it. And like start taking action towards making your dreams real. Like you don't need to know everything just yet. Like just take the first step. If you need any type of coaching, especially in how to start your own business, like spiritual entrepreneurship, anything like that, I am available as a coach because that's like my passion. I'm about to set up a new e-course, ebook, and coaching program towards that. So more on that now in March. But you could already like book sessions with me on my website. But this is about you weaving. Like they said, you have to bring the thread to the loom. Like you have to do your part. But it's not about like pushing and striving and like, oh, you know, like the yang energy, just go, go, go. This is about like the dance with you in the universe. It's like you doing things, you setting your intentions, and you making the right moves, but they're all guided by the universe. Even the release, like what you need to release, is all guided from your higher self and the universe. So that you can get to the part, just trust in you getting to where your intentions are set. And you're trusting every step of the way, wholeheartedly. and you will be supported and protected. And when you feel like it's time for integration or time to just step back, when you feel like, listen to your body. Like I even had 3 days this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, when I was more or less bedridden because I was so exhausted. There have been like major solar flares going on, and we also had the full moon in Virgo, and I was like, my body was like, no, like you just need to meditate, you need to sleep more. And I did that, you know, even though it felt like not productive. But from that came all this like clarity about what it is usually people come to me with. They come to me with wanting to figure out how they can make a business with their passions or the gifts or the spiritual path that they're choosing, like, but they're not sure how to tie it all in together. And I'm very good at coming up with ideas, like things you can make money off, monetize it. And I've been running spiritual businesses for over a decade now, so it's like I know the platforms and I know the social media, and I'm just full of ideas too. And branding, I love branding and marketing. So that like gave me that like clarity as well, what is like I really enjoy doing, and also what people naturally come to me asking for help about. So I'm just saying this to for you to understand that even when you feel like I just need to sleep these 3 days, trust it, because it grounds you. You might need to like integrate, you might need to clear things from your energetic body, and then some insight. You open up for insights and clarity, right? All right, I'm about to close out this little video. Anything else, Spirit, that you want to speak on? Yeah, the time is now. Time is now to start making your moves. It's not time to sit around on a chair or a rock in the forest just thinking about stuff. It's time to, start taking action. As small as it is, like just one little action, and then the next action, and then the next move. It will all tie in together, and eventually like there might be like an increase of activity, increase of energy, and you just going with that. Follow where the energy goes. Yeah. Have like a bigger picture as well. That's what I'm seeing, like soaring up in the sky, like kind of looking like an eagle eye. Seeing the bigger picture of your life, and be very non-attached to things, because there's so much that needs to be let go of. Even like material things, you might need to relocate, you might need to move a house, you might need to like downsize, or like whatever it is. Don't be attached to the physical, because that holds you in the past. That's what's coming through. Integrity. Align your actions so that they match your values and inner knowingness of what is right for you. Yeah. Don't do anything. This is like only do the hell yes stuff. Whatever you feel intuitively, or like in your gut feeling, whatever you feel, this is for me, do that. Anything you feel like I'm unsure, like, I don't really want that, and you're only holding on to something out of fear, shame, guilt, responsibilities, obligations, that's a no. That's a no. It's time to like fully trust yourself on this. Past life issue, yeah. Releasing the past. And also like karmic relationships are contracts from the past. The situation has a basis in one of your previous lifetimes. Ask your angels to help you remember, release, learn, and heal from your past experiences. And also, like I was talking about Archangel Michael, right? To help you cut cords. But yeah, I hope this was helpful for you out there. Let me just cleanse the space again. Okay, universe, please give all these viewers the guidance they need to follow through with all your messages. All right, thank you. And if you would like to work with me, the link to my website is below, and you can follow me on social media as well. I love you guys. Bye.